It was almost like a job interview. They asked me just so many weird questions. So this is the last day in here today in this officetel because I'm moving to another place tomorrow. So tomorrow is my moving day. Like last year, I made an apartment hunting video and I cannot believe that that was already like 1 year ago. I just wanted to look around and like see if there's any place that I like. So I went to a real estate and I was like, okay, I'm looking for an apartment in Gangnam because you know Gangnam is like a central part in Seoul. So usually I'm not a Gangnam person, but I was like, maybe because of my work I have to live in Gangnam. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get an apartment and I'm gonna look around. So I just casually went there and you know what, there were like only a few options for me because you know, the Seoul is so compact, like you said before, so crowded and so compact. They said you have only 1 day to choose. So I was like, what do you mean 1 day? They were like, you need to choose the house right now or somebody will take your place. So I was like, what? That fast? Because when I was in Incheon, it took me around like 2 months. But here they were like, okay, if you don't take this shit right now, then another person, they will take that place. So you have to choose it today. So I was like, what? What do you mean today? So I was just like, okay, I like this place. I'll take it. Okay, this is my money. Done. It's that fast. That fast. Wow. Other foreigners, if they want to move to another place in Seoul and if they want to get a place for them, then they need to think about it because they have to choose right away or somebody else will take your place. So, and even this apartment is sold already. So within a day. So they were like, oh, person is going to come to your house and look around. And I was like, okay. And then they were like, it's sold. Like that right away. Oh my god. Yeah, especially you know Gangnam is crazy. Everything goes super fast, right?
그렇죠. 가격 같은 거는 고려를 하셨을 것 같은데.
Yeah,
워낙-
everything is so expensive in Gangnam. So my budget was limited. My budget was around like $20,000 for deposit, and for my rent, less than 1,000 US dollars. So that was my budget. This place right now, my place here. What do you think about here?
조금 답답?
조금? Really 조금? No way. It's too tiny. I'm a tiny person too, but this is like super tiny. So, especially there is a loft. Well, if you are looking for an office style, then you're gonna see this structure a lot. And I found this is so uncomfortable because whenever you feel like, oh, I have to pee or I have to poop, but it takes time to go down. So I feel like I'm gonna poop in my pants, you know? I'm gonna poop in my pants! Oh my god, I'm gonna die! You know, I feel like that. And the ceiling is so low when I go up. So whenever I lay down, I feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna get suffocated. Please help me. I feel like that. So yeah, I didn't like it at all. So, and also about maintenance fee. Maintenance fee is so expensive. Around like 150 US dollars like a month. So the good thing about the new place is that the maintenance fee is actually included in the rent. So that is actually really nice. And another thing, I hate my next door.
Oh.
There are two Chinese girls right next to here and they always laugh like crazy Well, I know my laughing sound is weird too. Whenever I laugh, I'm like seagull, you know, like seagull. But their laughing sound is on another level. Like every fucking night they laugh like that. So I'm like, please help me. I want to punch you in the face. You know, I feel like that. Seriously. Why are you laughing? Hey, why are you laughing like that? Seriously. Okay, this is my last day today here, so I know in your country you have to pack your own stuff, everything by yourself. But if you're living in Korea, you don't have to do that. You can just hire people and they can pack your stuff. So if you feel uncomfortable, then you can still do that by yourself. But for me, that's more convenient because I'm Korean.
통계적으로.
See? See the laughing sound? See? Oh my god. They make me crazy. They are doing this shit around like 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning when I'm sleeping. Then I'm like, oh my god, again! Do I look like a Seoul person or? I have this image of Seoul people. Like Seoul people look always like sophisticated and they look fancy. I don't know.
지금 의상은 서울에서 제일 가는 멋쟁이.
아 진짜. But I'm an Asian person originally, but now I'm a Seoul woman. I feel actually really great because this is gonna be my second house that I'm living alone. So I feel like I became so independent. Like 1 year ago, I used to live with my parents together, you know. So one thing I'm comfortable about living alone is my stalker thing. I have a stalker actually.
스토커가 뭐예요?
Stalker.
아 진짜 스토커가
네.
있어요?
Yeah. And he found out where I live because I was doing like an Insta live, and then I showed just a little bit of the outside of the window, and he found some sign or something, and then he found out where I live, and then he sent me an email like with the photo of my officetel building, and then he was like, I know where you live. So that's one of the reasons that I'm moving. So PD님, I want to ask you something.
네.
So when you're looking for your place here in Hongdae, did they ask some questions like, are you a man or you live alone or what's your work hours? Those things. Did they ask about it or not?
물어보죠. 그다음에 뭐
Oh, really?
애완동물 키우는지.
Really? Working hours too?
네?
Working hours too?
그건 안 물어보던데.
Really? But because I decided to move to Gangnam area, they asked me like, okay, so you have a pet or what's your work hours? So I was like, 10 to 7, and they were like, are you sure about it? I was like, yeah, pretty sure about it. But sometimes I work at night too because I'm working, you know, YouTube as a YouTuber too. So I was talking about it. But then I was so confused. Why are you asking me about it? And are you smoking? Those things. So they asked us so many personal questions. So I was like, why is it so important? And they answered like, because there are so many women living alone in Gangnam and they work in sex industry. Yeah, you don't know about Gangnam? Yeah, it was my first time trying to find an apartment in Gangnam, and then, whoa, it was almost like a job interview. They asked me just so many weird questions.
다른 나라에도 이런 거 물어보나요?
I don't think so. But they asked me like so many questions like, do you have a boyfriend? Are you sure that you are living alone? I don't know why they're asking me if I have a boyfriend or not. Yeah, guys, please comment down below if they ask these questions in your country or not, because I'm really curious about it.
자기가 들었던 가장 황당한 질문.
Are you working at night? That's the most important question. And you know what? You're a man, but they prefer women. And they were like, we prefer women because women, they're more clean, you know.
아, 동의할 수 없습니다.
Yeah, when you see my apartment, you're gonna see that it's super messy and everything is so disorganized. So you're gonna Yeah, not every women they are clean. No, 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 no. So I decided to visit like a few houses, but I wanted to live in officetel at first because officetels they are really clean, you know. So I wanted to live there, but I couldn't because all the officetels in Gangnam they were just too tiny. You know, my officetel is so tiny, but they are like super, 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 super tiny. So you can just sleep there and eat there and then poop there. You can do almost everything in one place. So I didn't want to live like that. So I was like, okay, no, 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 no. And then I was looking for other options, but there were only a few options. So there's almost no option. So yeah, you have to be hurry. So if you want to take your place, then you gotta be, you gotta be smart. So the first apartment, I'll show you the picture later, but the first apartment, everything was okay. The budget was okay. And most of all, it was super spacious. Super spacious. So I love that place. But the thing is that everything was so old. Everything was super old. And the building itself, it was kind of far from the station. So it took around like 20 minutes, 25 minutes by walk from the station. So I was like, maybe or maybe not, but it's spacious. And the light, everything is okay, except the location and except everything is old. But they had like 2 rooms. So I love the fact that they had 2 rooms. So I loved it so much. But still, I was so, I wasn't like 100% sure about it. So I was like,
강남 하면 되게 삐까뻔쩍할 것 같고
yeah.
좋을 것 같은데 실제로 헌 아파트들이 되게 많은가 봐요.
Oh my God, you have to see them. The residential area, they're not fancy at all. And all the tall buildings, they're just offices, not for residential purposes, you know. So I was super shocked actually. So it's not fancy at all. So, and the second place, everything was great because the light was good and the budget was super nice, especially the maintenance fee. It was included in the rent, monthly rent. So that was like amazing. And what else? And it was clean. It was clean. Although the owner of the building was kind of picky, but except that, everything was fine. I'm sorry, ma'am, but everything was fine except that. So yeah, so I loved it. And other places I actually wanted to film, but I couldn't do that because almost so many people, they were still living in the place. So because of that reason, I couldn't really film that. So hope you can understand that. And you want to see my place? Then comment down below, guys. Then I'll see your comments and decide if I'm gonna show it to you guys or not. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. And please subscribe to my channel and please follow me on Instagram. It's Gina Kim and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.